What's up, brother? I'll do my best. I'm sitting in the airport right now.
With the green squad and one case.
There's
one case. That's one case.
Why? You go on vacation every day? You go to Mexico? No, I know that and I love it. I wish I could see videos.
Let me take my picture, okay?
Oh, sorry. No problem. I was waiting to figure out who was going. He's coming back. Yeah.
We'd like to welcome you on board flight 33 to Maui. Flight time today is 5 hours 26. We have a jet stream headwind, so flight time is a little longer, but dispatch search for the best route. So it will be 5 hours 26 and a beautiful day in Maui. We have one quick message from the TSA to relay to you. They asked us to remind you not to gather around lavatories and galleys during the flight. Mahalo for your cooperation. Again, welcome on board, and we are already in the cockpit, so as soon as the doors are closed, we will be on our way to Maui. Mahalo.
Yeah, well, like, that's what I want to do. So the only one that's not basically water's the worst. Everywhere else is about 14. Oh, really? But that's the open exit doors, pick up on the handle, and let's go. Yeah, I mean, like, you go there, the door was there. I stay right here. That's pretty cheap. When you reach to the mast, right for the equipment, before it is, it's lower box, it did. Go stay at the same place. So you're the pretty good. I just love it. I think it's great.
We suggest that you secure your manhole first, then assist your child with an additional mask, making sure that it fits tightly to the face.
That's what does sign you guys up.
Wow, I like that. Okay, beneath the seat.
Yeah, I mean,
I need a life vest from a container. It feels like a plastic tag. Hold the life vest in front of you. Pull it over and strap around your waist. Attach the buckle and pull the loose end of the tight. As you exit the aircraft, inflate the vest by pulling down the red line.
One of my friends is
The vest may also be inflated by blowing air into the tube at the top.
which ones? I don't know exactly. I've never been to
Our location and operation.
There's a place that we go.
These are for the safety briefing area. We're at
down to the southern part of the island.
This is an
It's a really
option.
famous vehicle. It's like they make like Very safety.
It's like a tourist spot. And that place, every time we go to Gila, we always get some there.
Cabin safety card is located in your seat pocket. Please review this important safety information. We ask for your help in preparing the cabin for departure.
Please check to see that your seatbelt is securely fastened, your tray table is closed and locked, and your seat back is in its full upright position. Make sure your headrest and reader monitors are in a stowed position, and your carry-ons are properly stowed completely beneath the seat in front of you.
We're in the overhead compartment.
For guests in our business or first-class cabin, please ensure that your foot and headrest are in the stowed position. If you're seated next to a window, please raise your window shades draping over your view. On behalf of all of us here at Hawaiian Airlines, thank you very much for choosing Hawaiian.
Enjoy your flight.
She might be able to do a deal for your whole group. Cycling, whatever, she just does all the cars. This guy that took this crown down the first but Jordan opens about that and they do a lot of cycling. By accident, so there was supposed to take us we changed our radio so that Serrano was telling us all about it. And then when we were in Denmark, Norway, everybody was like, yeah. It's like, I don't know, it's like bicycles that are 38 years ago. I love it.
Morning, gentlemen. We're number 1 for departure off at 24 left. Flight attendants, please be seated. Mama.
My last trip to Paris, I purposely asked to change up to straight. But I wanted to have someone there who wanted to go. It's been an excellent, and I love it. Kids basically together. I love that. I made a difference in my life. You know, it's the hardest conversation. Even harder than that. They're trying to figure out who they are, what's going on, you know, peer pressure. I mean, I had a little bit of maybe I and it's like 14 or 13. I can't what? Or I had a kid, except 2 years graduates from high school.
Flight time 5:26, and we should be on the ground just about a few minutes before 12 local Hawaiian time. On our departure Marina Del Rey off to the right, a little bit of Malibu, and further down the coastline off to the right, the Ventura Mountains. As we get a little higher, we'll be able to look over. That'll be Santa Barbara, up in that area. Up to the left in a few minutes, you'll be able to see Catalina. As you can tell, it's just a beautiful day for flying. Although the flight plans show smooth, we do anticipate a few spots where the airplane may dance the hula for us. So whenever that happens, of course, the seatbelt sign will come on, and we'd like everyone to remain seated. So it's a good practice, no matter what goes on during flight. While you're seated, you keep your seatbelts comfortably fastened, just in case the airplane wants to dance for us. Her name is Hokulea, which is Star of Gladness, what the meaning of that. And she's one of our newest. Hawaiian purchased 30 of these. 6 are special performance planes, and these are our regular performance planes. Doesn't mean they just have a little less range. This is a long range, but that other 6 is extra long range, and I don't know what they're going to use those planes for, but we'll find out in the future. And all of our aircraft are named for stars. Our passenger count is 290. In case you wonder how much this plane carries, 294. And with that said, with all these regulations nowadays, it's just like the nuclear industry is crazy out there. And we have a few rules that we need to abide by during flight. We do appreciate your cooperation. The seatbelt sign, of course, anytime while you're seated, keep your seatbelts comfortably fastened. Entry into the first class cabin, the very forward cabin, is now restricted. If you need to go there for whatever reason, let one of the flight attendants know. Just don't walk in there. That's for security and privacy concerns. And appreciate your cooperation with that. Also, with this crew, we're not those grouchy flight attendants like you find on the other airlines sometimes, especially after the summer rush. If you need anything, folks, don't let us second guess you. Ask. If we can do it for you, we will. Cannot. Hawaiian vernacular, we say can, no can, no can. So let us know if you need anything or we can do something for you or whatever. And with that said, just sit back, relax now. I think you'll enjoy what we have for you. One more thing before I get off the TA, and that is a lot of you were asking about our new promotion that we have. I'll do that toward the end of the flight, but if you want to pick up that application, I have it in the back of the plane. After the meal service and everything's done, you want to walk back here, I got some maps and some applications. You can pick that up, but I'll do the spiel for that just before we land, so you'll know what it's all about. And make a long story short, it is a credit card app, but this is to enhance your experience, not to create debt. And I'll explain all of that toward the end of the flight. Again, we hope you enjoy the ride. Much mahalo for choosing Hawaiian as your crew. As soon as we get released by the captain, we'll get things going here for you just as quickly as we can.
gentlemen, that double chime indicates our final approach here into Kahului, Maui. We'd like to prepare the cabin for arrival. Please bring your seat backs to their full and upright position. Please close and lock all service trays. Double check your carry-ons one more time. Make sure that they're completely underneath the seat in front of you or up in one of our overhead compartments. Again, those passengers that aren't seated where there's a wall directly in front, please make sure that all carrying belongings, including women's purses, are placed in the overhead compartments. If you are seated next to a window, please raise your window shade all the way up. We do need full visibility of our approach, landing, and taxi here in Maui. We'd like to come by and collect any service items you'd like to discard or any completed agriculture forms. Again, if you've borrowed one of the pens from the flight attendants, please return it with your form. If you are seated in our first class cabin, please retract your footrest, headrest, and stow any TV monitors. Those of you that have never flown into Maui before, it does get quite bumpy, which is normal because we fly in between the two mountain ranges, so we are going to ask you to remain in your seats for the duration of our flight. Please double check your belts, make sure they are fastened. Mahalo.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we know you saw that video for the MasterCard. Well, that was a generic video. That's for everybody else. We have a first-class card that we only offer on board the airplane. And as I mentioned earlier at the flight, this is to enhance your experience with Hawaiian, not to create debt. If you get this card and you create debt, that's not what it was for. This is so you come back and visit us again in the islands or wherever we fly. We go to China, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Tahiti, all up and down the west coast. We hook up with Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Atlantic, Virgin America, and JetBlue, some of the airlines that we share our miles with. We also go to all the way to New York, and Hawaii's favorite place, would you believe, is Las Vegas. We have 3 flights a day full, and sometimes we leave people behind for Las Vegas. That's their favorite place. But like I mentioned, this card is to enhance your experience. This is only one of 2 cards that I know of that offer 50,000 bonus miles. Now, that person next to you, if you had this card, would have been flying free already with free bags and everything. So if you get this card, you can use it the next time, or you can, you're a leisure traveler. You don't normally fly on Hawaiian all the time like they do on the continent. So this is our way of trying to get you to come back and fly with us. And with this card, not only can you get free mileage and free round trips, free baggage and free 50% and all this kind of stuff, but if you hook up with our partners, you can get, and you pool your mileage with your family. Again, there's another free flight there waiting for you. What we'd like for you to do is take advantage of this. It's only offered in flight, so nobody else can get it. And if you can't use it, give it to somebody who can, because this card offers so many. It's weddings. Imagine if the couple flew over and one flew free, that gives them a little extra money to spend. Mom and dad, maybe they're not disabled, but they get a hard time moving about. Through this card, you can arrange for all kinds of things to enhance their experience with all the help, and they can, and Hawaiian can take care of the whole thing. If you so choose to donate your miles, we have so many programs you can donate your miles. I know of one lady who donated the 50,000 miles to Make-A-Wish. How blessed is she? That was a pretty good deal. So like I said, if you can't use it, give it to somebody who can, because Hawaiians, we say, poho, what a waste. For me, my daughter just graduated from college. She just has her master's, which is something I'm very proud of. It cost me an arm and a leg. I wish I had this card, though. I could have paid for a trip around the world about 3 times for her education. But with that in mind, you can also give it to students or your children when they want to come back home from school. It's good for them. So with all of that said, we hope you take advantage. If you can't use it, give it to somebody who can. There's so much you can do with this card. And like I said, this is to enhance your experience. We want you to come back. The reason why we do this on flight is because you've already experienced us. You know what we can do on flight. We're not perfect. We're not trying to say we are, but we try to do the best job we can with what we have. And maybe with that said, you might want to come back and fly with us again. We hope so. So with that, again, one of our flight attendants will be down shortly with the application ticket, and you can mail it or give it back to us, or you can give it to someone who can use it. We hope so. So with all of that said, on behalf of your crew, this crew especially, mahalo for being so nice to us. We really appreciate it. We know you're going to enjoy your stay here on this beautiful island. And I know some of you looking down at the water thinking, oh man, I can't wait to jump in the water. Well, the water temperature, depending on where you're at around the island, ranges from 78 to 82 degrees. Real nice. And provided the clouds don't get in the way, I'll do some scenics for you on the way in. Right now we're on the northeastern side of this beautiful island. To the left is that coastline heads all the way down to Hana and around Haleakala, which is also off to the left, partially hidden by the clouds. It's one of the world's largest dormant volcanoes, 10,023 feet above sea level, 23 miles in circumference, and if you walk up to the edge of the crater, which you can, and look right down inside, it's 3,000 feet deep. It last erupted during the 1700s. Off to the right, the West Maui Mountains, and as we break the coastline, you'll be able to see the airport, the Kahului Airport, small little runway right there, not that small, but it looks small from here, and behind that the city of Wailuku. Just a brief overview of the Hawaiian Islands. There are 142 islands, reefs, and shoals, of which the 8 major islands make up the state of Hawaii. We became a state August 1959 with a population now of about 1,200,000. Hawaiian Air is the 8th largest airline in the U.S. We have well over 300 flights per day. We are the most on-time airline in the Western Hemisphere. And for these 87 years of service, we started service in 1929, but for these 87 years of service plus, Hawaiian Airlines is the hold of the world's airline safety record, something we're very proud of and going to do the best every day to hold on to that, I can assure you. And as we head down the valley, as you look down, the fields that you see, the green fields of sugarcane and pineapple. And why the soil is so red is because of the high iron oxide content in the soil. Just meets with the salt air and actually rusts, and that's what gives it the redness in the soil. We're going to break the coastline here and make a U-turn and then line up for the airport. As the captain mentioned, she says bumpy, but my version of it is the airplane's going to dance the hula for us. Nothing to worry about. When we were boarding in Los Angeles, the agents told me, hey Pete, watch out, you got some nervous flyers aboard your flight. I said, no worry, we take care. So with that said, when you are in your seat, you're in your seat now, fasten your seatbelt. But if you're a nervous flyer, fasten your seatbelt low and tight, and take your hands off of the armrest and just dance with the airplane. Don't fight it, you're gonna lose. There's no way you're gonna win. So you might as well dance and go with the flow. Trust me on this one. Okay, down the coastline off to the right, you can't see it from where we're at, but over the hill is the whaling town of Lahaina that used to be the capital of the Hawaiian Islands. Right now we're going to break the coastline, make a U-turn, we're going to go over Kihei, and then line up for the Kahului Airport. Okay, I'm looking down the aisles. I see the nervous flyers. You're hanging onto the armrest. Let it go. Just dance with the airplane. That's all. You can't win. One should just go with the flow.
No, that's Pete, the guy that was walking back and forth on this side doing
He's having a good time.
I was scared of him off the movie like years already. I know. He comes, that's what happens, you come in October.
We have a clear to land, flight attendants. Please just here for landing. Mahalo.
Yeah, the turbulence across me. Yeah. Always right before you. Yeah, and you wouldn't have forgotten. But in the summertime, it's usually so. Oh, really? Yeah. Even though it's windy, you know, you can have that much of a problem.
And if you use your imagination a little, if you look on the right, left side, the wings going up and down, she's just waving her arm, dancing the hula. I'm looking down the aisle again. I can see some of you. Let go the armrests. Don't worry. You put your arms in the air. Just dance the hula with the airplane.
On the far side of Honolulu. Well, it's not the west end. Yeah, next to the west end.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful island of Maui. Local time here is approximately 11:32. That's 3 hours behind West Coast time if you'd like to reset your watches. We'll be taxiing for a short period until we get to our gate, so we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelts fastened and your items stowed until we come to a complete stop. The captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign, at which time I will also turn on the lights to bright. We often deplane in Maui from the most forward door on the left, and there will be a slight floor level change as we step down into the jetway, so please use caution. Car seats and strollers can be retrieved directly on the left-hand side of the jetway as you deplane, and those of you that have wheelchairs, we ask that you remain seated until most of the passengers have deplaned. This allows the porters easier access down the jetway as well as your flight crew to better assist you.
Shannon. She's a concierge at the
Once you come to a company stop, make sure that you look to the seat pocket in front of you as well as underneath the seat in front of you for any items that you may have stowed there. And when opening the overhead compartment, please use caution, as your items may have shifted during the flight and we'd hate to have anything fall upon yourself or another passenger.
I know quite a few countries online.
Your baggage claim carousel will be on the ground level. On the ground level, follow the baggage claim sign to carousel number 2. Carousel number 2. For those of you that are going on to another outer island, we ask that you look at the screens and then you can go directly to the gate specific to your next destination. This is a non-smoking airport, so please refrain from smoking until you are in designated smoking area outside of the terminal. On behalf of Hawaiian Airlines and especially your flight crew, we'd like to say thank you for flying with us. We certainly appreciate your business and we look forward to seeing you very soon on another Hawaiian Airlines flight. Until then, mahalo and aloha, and have a great day.
So we have time.
Yeah, 40 starts at 12:15 and then 12:34.